Hello, I'm Shirley Jo Dugger, Realtor with Realty Corp. Today I want to speak with sellers that may be having a hard time making their mortgage payment. With the pandemic last year, a lot of people have found themselves in distressed property situations. If this is you, you may want to speak with me about potentially short selling your home. A short sale is simply where your home is sold for less than what it is owed. But first of all, your lender has to agree to do that. So there's a couple of things that meet the criteria. Number one is that you are so far behind in your payments that there's no actual way that you can make up the difference. Two, your lender has not yet filed actual foreclosure against you. And three, your lender still sees your property as being marketable, that at some point in the future they'll be able to make up the difference that they're going to lose by short selling. So with that being said, a short sale does not mean it's a quick process, because it is not. It does take several months to a year, 2 years for the process to work through the lending office before they'll agree to it and it can close. One of the things that you need to know if you are considering short selling, you as the seller need to put your information together, financial information, to your lender so they can be reviewing it and make a decision if they will work with you to short sell. If your lender will work with you, then that's when I can step in and I can list your property. I will set you up with a title company that has an attorney on board that is experienced doing short sales, and then it's actually that attorney and his office staff that are communicating back and forth with your lender and with me and with you to keep all of us in the picture. Once we get a buyer on the scene, then we have to make sure that they understand where you as the seller have to sign off on it. It's not you making the decision. It is your lender that will make the decision, and the negotiations are technically between your lender and the buyer. From that point, once it is agreed upon, and technically the lender usually will come back and counter whatever offer and terms the buyer presents. If the buyer agrees and we're able to negotiate it to a contract, then it's going to run the same course that a general one would. The buyer would get to do home inspections, they would have an appraisal, things of that nature. The only difference is typically they're going to look at you to make repairs. If you cannot make repairs, then we would ask the lender, but usually the lender will not. So most short sales are kind of considered an as-is sale, meaning whatever the condition of the property is what the buyer is going to accept. That's usually the negotiated terms. From there, once it closes, the lender has agreed to accept the agreed purchase price as your payoff, so you would not owe anything further, Mr. Seller. Now, I will say it is going to hurt your credit, but it's not going to hurt your credit any worse than your home being foreclosed on. This is a way for you to get out of the ownership of the home if you are behind your payments and have no realistic hope of being able to catch up. This is just a shorthand version of what a short sale is. So if you are thinking of doing this and you have more questions, please call me. I'd be more than happy to speak with you about it or connect you with various attorneys that handle short sales so you can get proper information and guidance, and also speak with your lender about this. I look forward to speaking with you. I'm Shirley Jo Dugger, Realtor with Realty Corp.